What's up, y'all? It's your favorite uncle again, and the streets is talking. And this time, the streets is talking about Blueface and how his royalties has been seized. There's a $14 million lien on his house. Blueface is in trouble. Don't that sound like somebody else we know that lost damn near everything they had behind a woman? Well, it looked like Blueface is following those same footsteps. Damn, whack. What kind of manager are you? You better tell these niggas to leave these women alone. But in this case, that girl Henny, listen, that girl Henny, go to her channel. It's called That Girl Henny. You need to go over there, subscribe to her channel, and get all of this information. We just gonna give you bits and pieces. But what we finding out is that Blueface might not have no money. Because everything he do has been seized. I'm talking about all his royalty outlets gone. They've been seized. According to that girl Henny. Well, you know what? Go ahead, Henny. You tell him.
And I'm going to read the document for y'all because the document is going to explain to y'all oh my goodness. Stop. All right. So it says, please take notice that on 12/9/2025 at 9:30 a.m., okay, in the Los Angeles Superior Court, plaintiff and judgment creditor Jacqueline Martinez will move this court for an order instructing the judgment debtor, Jonathan Jamal Porter, to assist as judgment debtor his interest in all rights to royalties collected by ASCAP and BMI, revered by payments resulting from sales of songs, records, and the like for which ASCAP and BMI collect on his benefit. To the judgment creditor, to the extent necessary to pay the judgment creditor's judgment in full, including accrued interest through the date of final payment. So basically, what she's saying is she wants the courts to go through ASCAP and BMI and Yaga Blueface's royalties for all his music. Dun, dun, dun! What the puck? Okay, the judgment creditor will also move the court for an order restraining the judgment debtor and any servant, agent, employee, or attorney for the judgment debtor and any person in active concert and participating with the judgment debtor from encumbering, assigning, disposing, or spending the judgment debtor's commission and all rights to payment thereunder. So what did she just say? She is asking the court to put a restraining order or on any servants, agents, employees, or attorneys working for Blueface from trying to dispose of, from trying to assign the royalties elsewhere. In other words, Jacqueline has been paying attention to that game lawsuit because if you remember when, oh my goodness, why did her name just go out of my mind like that? If you remember in the games, Priscilla Rainey, in the games lawsuit, Whack and the game played this game of hide the royalties from her and was moving it around through shell companies and all of that. And her lawyer had to take take the game and Whack to court to break down how they were moving this money through shell companies. And the court had to force them to reverse everything. Well, Jacqueline must have been paying attention because she's asking the courts to stop it before it could even get started. Okay. This motion is made on the grounds that the judgment creditor, Blueface, has a judgment against him. The judgment debtors said judgment been entered on April 16, 2025, with all credits to payment, including the remaining balance due, which including interest accrued at the legal rate of $123,243.10 plus interest at the legal rate. So she wants the whole thing paid for. She don't want a piece of it. She don't want a bit of it, Jesus. She wants the whole damn thing, okay? She said, I want what's owed to me, plus I want the interest from the date the judgment was made. Okay. She goes on to say that no part of the judgment has been satisfied, that Porter is a singer and performer under the name of Blueface. As a result, the plaintiff is informed and believes that ASCAP and BMI collect royalties on his behalf, as it is one of, if not the most common method of distribution of royalties earnings for members of the entertainment industry. Okay. And Jacqueline is seeking an order assigning those royalties. She wants them directed to her. This is out of control. This is not even, for me, this is not even a laughing matter, because I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. Him and his entourage, they out there and they whoop that trick. Get them, whoop that trick. They out there doing it. Okay, but that's neither here nor there. I got a video coming for y'all. I'm about to give y'all a video, a really good video. But anyway, that Las Vegas incident resulted in him getting that big lien for about $14-15 million against his home, because the nightclub sued him and won. And you can't say that he didn't know that these things were happening because he was locked up, because they were serving him at the prison. Remember, I showed y'all the address. They were sending it to him in prison. So he was getting notification of these things. And my question is, what is your manager doing? You don't have a financial advisor. Your manager ain't doing what he's supposed to do. You ain't got no lawyer on deck to handle none of these court cases. We saw that the lawyer withdrew. Like, the lawyer didn't get paid. The lawyer left. So it's like, why are we still dealing with whack? And yes, Blueface is responsible for the things that he does, but he's been in Click Click City. And as a manager, you've been so worried about where Krishan is going and where her punana is at. Like, you're worrying about everything that's going on between Krishan's legs and in her pocket, that you're not paying attention to your client. I mean, Henny Glass is in the chat if I'm telling the truth. If I'm lying, put a 2 in the chat. But I'm just saying, at some point, doesn't he hold some type of obligation to his client to make sure that this type of stuff doesn't happen? Look at what happened with the game. Speaking of, when we switch over to Twitter, I got some updates on the game for y'all as well. And I also have an update on some other stuff for y'all. So Jacqueline is definitely going after all of this stuff, and she's asking that they stop anybody from being able to interfere. So now this is where she says the right to payment may be assigned up to the full amount due on the judgment. Okay, so it's as shown in the accompanying declaration.
So as we can see, Blueface got a lot of rapping to do, okay? $20 million worth. Let's round it off to $20 million, okay? He got at least $20 million worth of rapping to do before him or Wack can get a check, okay? Now, with that in mind, you got to ask yourself, is he really making that kind of money? I mean, I don't know about you, but his raps don't sound that good to me. I mean, what the fuck is he talking about? But I don't know. You know, I'm a little older, so maybe I'm out of time with the rap shit. But nigga, that's a tour you got to do. Okay, I mean a heavy tour, a big tour. That nigga better get to one of these big ass rappers and open up for him or something. But his ass is in trouble financially, okay? And at the way he's going with Krishan's boyfriend and who runs the town and all the bullshit that he's already up against, we don't know if he's gonna even make it. But listen, this is your favorite uncle. Let me know in the comment section, what do you think? Okay, does Blueface have a chance at this shit? Can he succeed beyond his debt? And what the hell is Wack 100 doing? I don't know. It's your favorite uncle. Until next time.